Hey, it's Valicious, and I'm making some beef stew because it's cold. So let me show you what I've got going on, because it's going to be delicious. Okay, I took a top round steak. I cut it into cubes. I dusted it with flour with lots of salt and pepper and garlic powder and bay leaves and chives. I toss it in that, and then I toss it in olive oil and brown it, and when it's brown, I take it out. The next thing I have going is a pile of carrots, and a huge pile is just one leek. And we're going to saute all of this, but my grandson is helping me put the carrots and celery and potatoes in the bowl. So, when I do the next step, I'll show you. This is my helper. Nope, that one's not cut yet. Nope, just those little pieces. Okay, this is my helper, Harlow. He's put all the carrots in one bowl and all the potatoes in another. Oh, I gotta cut that one. No, we don't touch the knife, do we? No. Do we touch the knife? No. Okay, so you're gonna wait now while I cut up the rest. And the leeks and celery are in there. Okay, we've got the carrots in and garlic and one onion, and we threw the meat back in there, and I threw in about half a cup of red wine. Now I'm just going to add better than bouillon mixed with water. I concentrated it, and I'm going to add more water, and then we're going to let it cook, and at the last minute we'll put in the potatoes. Beef stew, delicious. Okay, I added more water, and this stuff, you guys can just send me a check. Better than bouillon, very good. It's at Walmart. Walmart, send me the check. I'm going to add a splash of Worcestershire sauce. I think I said that right. And I used to say this wrong, but this is Amino's, and it's a great seasoning. I'm going to just put a squirt in there and let this come to a boil. And that will give it a nice flavor. You know how hard it is to open a jar? Hang on. I can't open the Worcestershire, but I'm going to put the same amount in. Okay? It's delicious. Okay, I got this stinking jar open. You guys better send me a check, because this is not elderly friendly. Okay. And then I will put in a bunch of fresh cracked pepper. But you see, the leeks are all wilted, and they're going to melt into this. If you haven't used leeks, just cut them in little circles and then rinse them in a bowl of water and separate all the little circles, because they grow in sand, and if you don't get all the little sand out, you will be sorry. So, little cubes of beef. The flour is going to thicken all of this that was on the beef. It is browned because brown food tastes good. That's what Anne Burrell says, and I believe her. And I'm going to put a lid on this and let this cook. You could do this in the crock pot too. Just brown the beef and then throw it all in together, and it would cook too. But I'm doing it on the stove for speed. Hopefully this will be done in an hour. Okay, it's Valicious. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, it's Valicious, and another tip for our beef stew. This is the flour that I used to season beef before I browned it, and I will use this with a little water in my broth cup. I'm reusing this. And I will make a little flour and water. And at the end, if it's not thick enough, I will use this seasoned flour mixed with water. Just zhuzh it up with the fork. Zhuzh, that's a word. Just saying. And don't waste the seasoning and the flour. And it's already got beef on it. And it's going to cook, so there'll be no germs in it or anything like that. So the potatoes are in the bowl, waiting. I think I can flip this around. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Well, I can turn the camera. So the potatoes are here, ready to go in. And let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, you can't even see because of the stain. Look at that. It is cooking, and it will be delicious, as promised. So my little helper, Harlow, helped me with the carrots. Then he got a little wild and was throwing the potatoes around, so we had to stop. But, 2-year-olds are like that. But I'm training him to be a good sous chef. So I will show you the stew when it's all done. And this is Valicious. Okay, it's go time. It's ready. Here is the flour I mixed up with water, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. So let me turn the camera around and you check out this amazing beef stew. It did cook for about 2 hours. So crock pot, 6 or 7 on the stove, 2.5. Here we go. You see why I don't need to put any flour in it? You can tell the potatoes are done when the edges look a little soft. And I'm gonna I did just check a piece of meat. And let's see if it looks tender. Yeah. Next time I might do it in the crock pot. Or if you have it Instapot, probably take 15 minutes. Yeah, nice. And that was an $11 piece of meat, and it has made a very large pot of stew. This is Valicious, and this can be yours to make beef stew.